I'm Kaima Marie, an artist born and raised in Houston, Texas. I grew up on the east side of Houston, went to Sam Houston, majored in mass communications, and I minored in studio art, specifically two-dimensional art, so painting and drawing. I received my master's at Lamar in counseling, so it's a little bit different than art. And I've been a teacher for the past 12 years. I think that creativity was kind of always innate. I got it from my grandmother. I remember when little kids would be playing outside, I was in the house painting decoupage eggs at 7 years old. It was always something that was nurtured in me, for sure. I didn't really start studying it until I would say middle school, took an art class, and it wasn't until college when I decided, you know what, I want to take a course that's just completely different and I just feel like it. And it was life drawing. And my professor then talked me out of changing my major after 3 years from journalism to art. And that was a crazy roller coaster. And I just knew that it was something that I needed to hone. I started the Pink series, and my first subjects were Marilyn Monroe and Sade. And I really kind of wanted to capture more of the human side of those two. The Marilyn Monroe one is actually called Norma Jean. So it wasn't about her sex appeal. It was more about the persona that she put out there because that's how she was perceived. But there was a human behind that. You know, it was a little bit of a sadder piece, but I think it was necessary because it encompasses all of, you know, the complexities of women. This isn't the first time that I've actually created art with Kamala Harris. I did a portrait drawing because I guess my expertise is in pencil. I do have skills in painting as well, but my love is pencil portraits. And I remember drawing her back in 2018 when she first did the run. And I knew that she was a subject that I wanted to include in my Pink series. So when you look at this, I have highlighted something that is traditionally associated with women, pink. But it's also a color that is almost softened when it doesn't have to be. You know, pink means so many different things. It's dominance, it's power, it's bold, it's expressive. You know, you walk in a room and it makes your heart race. You know, and so I wanted to highlight women that I felt were powerful in whatever capacity. I do a ton of research on the images that I think are going to be aesthetically pleasing. I try not to always take an image that is readily familiar, but you still understand who the subject is. I have to minimalize, I call these monochromatic portraits. You have to kind of minimalize the details. So you do want to take a subject whose features are dominant enough to understand, but to still kind of strip that detail out. Then it comes to just layering. I mix the paint. So all of these colors are mixed by me. It's not, you know, out of a tube, which is kind of the most satisfying part of the process, but also the most frustrating. Because when you don't get the color, I remember going over certain layers several times because I was like, this isn't the shadow I want. This isn't the color that I want, you know, to go against this highlight. I don't like it. So it actually took me a longer process to complete this piece because I wasn't satisfied with the color palette. And then I finish it with a layer of resin and then diamond dust. And so for people who aren't familiar with diamond dust, it is pretty sharp. I have plenty of cuts to show for that. It's really small shards of the glass. So it's not glitter. I know it gives off this glitter effect, but it is 10 times more powerful when the light hits it than glitter does. You know, and I really think that it kind of solidifies, you know, this pink series. It kind of, even in the double entendre of what glass is, shards of glass and being broken, but not, you know, but still being complete. I think it really brings out the purpose of the pieces. Seeing something of this nature, having a daughter, always living in a world, even in the art world, that's completely, you know, it's male dominated. You know, having my drawings, especially pencil drawings, it's always assumed that it was a man that did it. I think that this is just a special moment, you know, and to whoever this piece, you know, finds its home, I don't want to put any, you know, expectations on them as to what they do with this piece, whether it be for everyone to see or just for them. And I think that art does that. You know, art moves you in certain ways. And after my mom passed in 2019, I really think that that's when I threw myself in my art. You know, I really embraced people's appreciation for it. And I hope to showcase my pink series in person. I think a lot of people have seen it on social media, and it just really does not do it. It doesn't do it justice. You can't capture the way this diamond dust flickers